For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
40 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Now Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there on the catch and run. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate if you're going to throw them.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
A great play there. Taking it in. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
side, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker.
Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jacob Harris there to make the grab. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Jones. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, this from 39. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This time they stay on the ground. And some room to roam now. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 2nd and 6. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. He'll try again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
They go play action here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
The sneak successful from a yard out.
And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Jones on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Denver.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Caught out left, Robinson. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Oh, you got deep? Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. On 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Malik Harrison able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 33. Spinning away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And a give this time to the tailback. Broken tackle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Matt Judon able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Jones. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw is Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to